Everyone is having a fantastic Monday so far. It doesn't even feel like Monday to me. It doesn't even feel like Monday to me. I don't know what it feels like. It doesn't feel like Monday though. It's a busy week. We have a lot coming up this week, just a lot of prep for Friday's show. If you're in New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut, Westchester, come to our live show at Green Room 42. Tickets are available in the description. If you're in Boston, get your tickets for next Thursday. I'll be in Boston for our Kempire After Dark, a live show as well. I'll be at City Winery there. More information on that's available in the description as well. And then I'll come into the Dirty South. Dirty South. Coming to the Dirty South to, cause some trouble. Speaking of Atlanta, I'll be there on July 12th. I'll be in Nashville on July 11th. And I'll be in Seattle I said October. No, August. I'll be in Seattle August 30th. I won't be here a long time, but I said, okay, I know you guys have things to say and to weigh in when it comes to the Kenya of it all. Hey, Deborah. Hey, DB. Hey, Megan. Hey, Auntie Eba. Hey, Rashawn. Sean, you haven't caught us live before? Hey, LRGA Curves. Let me see. It says she's suspended until the end of the season when she will be fired, hopefully. Look, I think she will be fired even before that. It's too early on in this situation, in this season, for them to be like, okay, we're going to keep her and just ride this. They were only 3 weeks into their season. 3 weeks. Hey, Harriet, whose first live is this? Whose first live is this? I'd love to see that. This is your first time watching me live here. This is an informal live. This is an informal live, not like our official lives. At work, chilling. Love it, love it, love it. Where's everyone else watching from as well? No, I'm always working. I understand. Me too. Hey, Mama Allie. Hey, Foxy. Someone said propaganda. Okay. Jamaica's in the building. What's going on? Florida's in the building. Home. Hey, Carrie. Carrie says she's home. Toronto, what's going on? Jamaica's in the building. My first live from North Carolina. Love it. St. Louis, Chicago. I want to go to St. Louis. I want to go to Chicago. I want to go back to Chicago. I've been there. Bogota, Colombia. What's going on? I need to make dinner. What's going on, Philly, VA? Who's coming to my New York City show this Friday? Who's coming to the New York City show? Who's coming to the Boston show? Who's coming to the Atlanta show? Who's coming to the Nashville show? Let me know which show you're coming to. Chicago, Arizona, Vancouver Island, Bronx is in the building. VA's in the building. Mississippi's in the building. New Jersey's in the building. Ghana's in the building. Love it. I wonder if Bravo is using this distraction. Hold on, I gotta see this comment. I wonder if Bravo is using distraction from the Andy situation. No, I think people come up with all kinds of speculation during this time. No, I don't think this has any. If Kenya did what she's being accused of, this is not a distraction from what's going on with Andy Cohen. They've already started that distraction. They've already put that stuff out there in regards to distracting us from the multiple lawsuits that the network is facing. That, I will say, what is happening legally with the network might have motivated them to take swift action with the accusations against Kenya. What's going on, Brooklyn? My fellow technician, Metro Detroit. Hey, what's going on? Stockholm, Sweden. I want to go to Sweden. Wait, I went to Sweden, didn't I? Yes, I went to Sweden. I did a day trip to Sweden. I almost forgot because I really only spent like a day. Callie says, I doubt she'll be fired, maybe suspended. Well, she's definitely suspended. Indefinitely. I will only, for those that are just joining us, I just did a separate video talking about Bravo and Cocktails reporting that Kenya Moore has been fired. We have to remember, I did, right, Fox? I was like, I couldn't even remember when I went to Denmark. We have to remember, Entertainment Tonight reported It confirmed that Kenya Moore was suspended indefinitely. Entertainment Tonight has relationships with Bravo and NBC Universal. They also reported, in their report, they were the first ones to say this, and she may not return. They said that. Not some random blog. A respected media outlet said, and she may not return. And she may not return. So when I saw the report today from Bravo and Cocktails, I was like, I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked. And then Media Takeout, I know it's Media Takeout, they were reporting that Kenya was gathering her, her legal team, not just to sue the leakers of the footage from her grand opening, but also to prepare her for a fight with Bravo. Exactly. Net says suspended indefinitely equals termination in the corporate world. Yeah, exactly. Because you in the corporate world, you can't say that until things are finalized and you're terminated. And they've built their case against you and they've, crossed their T's and dotted their I's. And I'm sure their investigation wasn't completely complete when that information came out. They probably suspended her while they were completing the investigation, even though they had the footage. They should fire Britt too. She's not fit for the show. Fire her for what though? Because here's the thing: we have to think from an employer standpoint. If they were to fire Britt, she could sue them for multiple reasons. Now it's retaliation. Okay, it's also now wait, it's retaliation, but also what did I do wrong? Why am I being fired? So wrongful termination. No, they can't. Andre, obviously you are a Kempire hater. What are you doing in here? I'm gonna let you sit, Andre. I'm gonna let you hang out here and watch because you came in here. Obviously, you've been subscribed for at least a day just so that you could come in here and spread that. I don't know Kenya from a can of paint, and neither do you, and you never will. So for you to come in here and fight her battles when you don't know what went on, and we have clearly said we don't know what we've gone on, and of all places to call us a Kenya hater, you are in the wrong place, sir. If anything, we've been more than fair to Miss Kenya Moore. You might want to go talk to Kenya Moore about what she was doing during the filming of this scene to get her fired. And where was Nightbot? That was Caps. Just saying. I love when people come in here. Oh, sidebar. Mom asked, what's with the Kempire haters today? We love our Kempire. It's okay. Look, I know that there are people out here that don't like me. That's fine. Please understand, I don't wake up thinking about you, nor will I think about you once we're done here. It's fine. You don't have to agree with me. I always tell everyone in this chat that's been part of our community knows that they don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. But you will be respectful if you're going to be up in my chat. Exactly. Nia says we can all agree to disagree. Exactly. And honestly, I have to say, if anything, we've been nothing but fair to Kenya in regards to this. Thank you, my conspiracy. Stacey said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Darlene, we're cracking Darlene up. So, hey, Danielle. So, for those that are just joining us, I did post a separate video talking about the Kenya Moore possible firing. Possible. All right? Exactly. We are team ourselves here. Hey, Mimi. Look. No one, you and the majority of our community would think that I'm fair, but there are people that think that I'm biased. And look, if I'm reviewing a show, if I'm giving my opinion on something, obviously it's going to be biased on some level. I am not Don Lemon, okay, and even Don Lemon's not doing the journalistic stuff that he used to do on CNN. This ain't CNN, all right. Anyways, someone just asked, so is Tom Sandoval getting fired? Probably not. Probably not. But we have to keep in mind, and I said this in the video that I did on this, should he be fired? Of course. Based off of if this is the standard, which should be the standard. However, we have to remember Bravo recently updated their policies and procedures in regards to what is going on when it comes to their employees, because these are employees in a work environment. They recently updated that because of the backlash they received from the reality TV reckoning. And it is, I see a lot of people trying to compare what things that have happened over the years, but we can't because those things had already happened. We have to take it on as this right now. He's on trade to stop this. What do you mean stop this? You do realize that I am that they're not employees. If someone hires you, if someone hires you, are you not their employee? I know you guys laugh and kiki and watch these shows, but this is still a work environment. They still fall under the statutes when it comes to working for an employee. They're all paid. They're all contracted. There might be different types of, employees, but they're still employees. This still is a work environment. No matter how you guys, some of you guys, might feel about it. Someone says, "I'm sorry, but a race does play a role." Who said it didn't? Who said it didn't? What we have to do is stop. We have to stop thinking that what is happening here negates what actually happened. Yes, are they putting harsher restrictions on Kenya because she's a black woman? Very possible. But did Kenya give them ammo as well to even have an investigation? We don't know. Based on the allegations, yes. Miata says, "Why are people attacking Kempire?" Like, right? Like, am I the employer? Did I fire her? Did I fire her? I didn't fire her. I'm reporting to you what's the word on the street, and I'm also giving you a perspective as someone that worked in HR. Hold on. What's the name said? Oh, Roman says everyone was pushing and pushing for RHOA to hurry and begin filming, opposed to just letting them take the time to get it right. Now look at the show. Good point. Hey, it's me, MK. Foxy says she fired herself. I mean, she gave them the ammo. If anything, she gave them a reason. And Kenya knows better than anyone. And we said this during our last casual live that word on the street, they didn't even want to bring Kenya back. She was not one of their top choices. And that was part of the reason why she was doing the interview with Carlos, why she was saying what she was saying on social media. Word on the street, the only reason why she actually was able to come back was because Candy decided not to return. Net says, "Kempire, you need to change your LLC as the HR for this issue." Earth Mother is saying what a lot of people have said, people that have been fans of Kenya. She says, "Hey, although I love Kenya, this was disgusting and stupid." Again, we don't know what exactly happened, but we did hear audio. We did see a poster board from the situation. According to MediaTakeout.com, I know they're not the most reliable, but they were reliable in regards to the initial report. They're saying that, what did they say? That she's now teamed up with a bunch of lawyers in order to sue the leakers of who released that information to the internet. Queen of Pentacles says, "Oh, I like the name. I hate to be cliche, but this is Kenya's karma. She's done a lot of things without consequences." What's going on, Scotland? Hold on, I'm missing questions. Will Kenya's possible firing pave the way for Sheree's return or a full reboot? It would definitely pave the way for possibility of Shereé returning. Because remember, Shereé was in conversation of possibly returning. I do believe that Shereé wanted to return, but I don't know what happened there. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see Shereé return, because Shereé will say yes to anything. Will say yes to anything. They need to give it up at this point. They can't even film Portia in her house. They can't film Portia in her house. They can't film Portia in the Rolls Royce because Simon is so damn petty. Ugh, not Shereé. Anybody but Shereé. Do you want them to bring Kim Z back? That situation is way too messy. Way too messy. And I also don't see Croy filming for the show. And I know Kim did want to return, allegedly. Philly says, if Shereé returns, I'm out. Thank you, Kathleen. I go to bed listening to your podcast. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Nope, no to Kim Z, no to Kim Z. Born Twin says, I love Kenya and I'm not going to speak against my girl. Hold on, against my girl until we see it unfold. I believe Kenya is an easy target for the media until she's vindicated. Oh, I don't know if she'll be vindicated, y'all. We have to remember this was a situation that was filmed. And for her to be allegedly suspended indefinitely, that is a telltale sign. That is a telltale sign. I will say that Kenya has denied the allegations against her, and she also has, in a very specific statement, she denied the allegations against her. She also said on her Instagram Live that you will see me again. I don't know if that means we will see her again on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Someone says, give Claudia Jordan the peach. Claudia is not returning. Claudia's not returning. Is Claudia married? I think they're really leaning away from people that are not married at this point. Of course, they were bringing Kenya back because, I mean, technically she's still married. That was the tea that we learned on her Instagram Live. Not bring back Shamari and Giovanna from Clark. Is Britt married? Britt, I know she has a partner. I don't know if they're married or not. I can't remember now. I think they might be married. I don't remember. I know she has a partner though. Britt is married. Okay, T says Britt is married. That's why. Look, I really have tried not to dig into the new people. So that's why I'm like, I don't know too much about them. I want to learn about them on the show. Mr. Melon Magic says, if Kenya is fired, cancel the season. I'm definitely not Team Twirl. We know you're not. Remember, the season just started, guys, and you haven't met any of these women. You don't even know what was filmed. I heard that they were engaged, but she calls him her husband. Oh, Lord, not one of those. Not one of those. Hello from the UK. What's going on? Danielle says, hard reboot. Kim has a storyline and Shamari can read. Everyone always says they want to see Shamari come back. Shamari DeVoe. I'm not one of those people though. I'm not one of those people. They need to go all new people like Nene, hold on, said in the past. How you mess up the bag and don't have the final edits in don't have the final edits in production. TA says, I'm team no one. If everyone is running out, it must have been distasteful no matter what was shown. I mean, even if you listen to just the audio, even without the revenge corn of it all, even if you listen to the audio, the way that she was talking about Britt was, first of all, this is your event. You worked so hard on getting this event on your show. On this show. It was edited out last season and you were very upset about that. Why would you use this event to talk about someone else, to degrade someone else, to degrade someone's business, to degrade someone's sex life? Why would you do that? Foxy says the audio, the little bit of audio that we heard was bad enough. That's why I didn't believe the story in the beginning. I didn't believe the story in the beginning. My Conspiracy says Kenya should have done that Carlos King interview. I agree. And I heard from sources that Bravo was livid. Allegedly. I heard from sources. And that's why you saw Kenya acting up on Twitter and on social media. And now we're seeing her do it again. That's why I was like, oh. I see the signs. I see the signs, but some people are just so stand-um that they can't see that. Jessica, thank you so much for the super chat. Hold on, let me like it. Jessica says Kenya always takes it too far. She should have been gone when she put that scepter, sorry, in Portia's face and calling her derogatory names. A lot of people said that. A lot of people said that. Terry says, Kempire, this is who Kenya is. She was only nice to Candy. She just dealt with Cynthia. Kenya was and always will be a mean girl. And honestly, I think I do believe that her and Candy had a real friendship. I definitely believe that. But I think she did treat Candy differently because she knew the power that Candy held with Bravo. O'Shea, what time is it in South Africa? O'Shea says, we need to allow people... Hold on, let me like this. We need to allow new people on these shows. The longer the housewives are on, the more desperate they become. Allow new blood and let go. CC Jersey. I agree with you, O'Shea. I think the fans in the Bravo universe, they won't allow new people to be here. They're like, no. If they go against their fave, it's like done. But no, when we first started watching Real Housewives of New Jersey, New York, Atlanta, we didn't know these people, and you end up falling in love with them. Train with Maine says, facts, celebrities went after Andy for not punishing her. Then after season 6, Kenya should have left years ago. Thank you, Lainey. My conspiracy says, I get the impression that Kenya and NeNe were never favored by Bravo because they never got their own show. Here's the thing. Because I think a lot of people, and it's understandable because not everyone understands what happens in entertainment. We have to remember the reason why Candy got the shows that Candy got on Bravo was because Candy is a professional. Candy is not just expecting them to give her a show. Candy's just not saying, I want a show. You know what Candy's doing? Candy is setting up meetings and she's presenting an idea like a professional. The same way that you show up and you're presenting ideas and you're giving bullet points and you're giving a whole presentation. That is what Candy is doing. NeNe didn't do that. Kenya didn't do that because a lot of them feel like they're owed that. And in these professional environments, especially if you haven't fostered the relationships either to have those meetings, it's not going to happen. Todd is also a producer. Todd, yes. But remember, even before that, Candy was getting spinoffs. But Candy is a Taurus, so I'm not surprised that she's like the ultimate professional. I don't know what happened with Kim Z. I don't know what happened with Teresa. But even Teresa Giudice, no matter how you might feel about Teresa, it behind the scenes can be a professional in her own way. It was 2 a.m. in Dubai. Wow. 7 p.m. in Canada. What the heck are you doing? Who are you talking to? It's not 7 p.m. here. It's 6 p.m. here. NeNe got her own show. She got her wedding show and was going to do a show with Kim. NeNe working on many shows the other housewives didn't have a chance to do. NeNe got a moment in regards to a show, but remember NeNe was also complaining about, there's only one housewife getting multiple spinoffs because she was sour that her spinoff didn't become successful, that she didn't have multiple spinoffs. The Girls Club says, y'all better talk to Kempire nice now. Thank you. I mean, it's okay. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I haven't been doing this for this long without dealing with people having a differing opinion, which is fine, but also disrespectful in chats and in comment section. I usually just don't read it. A lot of people feel the same way that Brenda does. She says RHOA is just degrading to blacks and females. Sarita says that Monyetta Shaw has the lifestyle and a host of real friends in her circle, such as Keisha Napoleon, married to Brad James, and many others in the caliber. They gave Monyetta a shot. It just never landed based off of the edit, based off what she gave them. Who knows? Who knows? But they definitely gave Monyetta a shot. Last season and the previous season, it just never translated. I mean, Bravo always seems to have, in the last few years, had a difficult time casting in Atlanta. I don't know why. I don't know what they're exactly looking for. I don't know. Yeah, Kenya's husband did say that about the reality show Real Housewives of Atlanta. He didn't like it. He didn't like the way it depicted um, our community. But looking at him, I'm like, you of all people saying this, I'm like, sir, be quiet. Yes, y'all netta. I didn't want to say it. I thought it, but here y'all go saying it in the live chat. They need young talent. I think reality television is hard to cast because everyone's so inauthentic now because they just want to do stunts and shows to be on reality television. Come on, y'all, with the young netta. Stop. Look, stop. But he married someone that was on a show. He did, and he's still married to her. Isn't he engaged? Like, isn't that man engaged? Amanda, thank you so much for the super chat. Guys, don't forget, if you're in New York City or will be in New York City this Friday, Kempire After Dark, a live show is happening. I have special guests, Jasmine Cooper. Her husband's coming through. I can't wait to question him about his thoughts on what played out during the season of Summer House Martha's Vineyard. We also have Noelle Hughley coming by. And if you're in Boston, I'll be coming there on June 27th, the following Thursday. Go get your tickets. I'll be at City Winery. More dates in regards to the Kempire After Dark live tour is available in the description. I'll be in Atlanta. Atlanta, we'll be talking about you guys. We'll be in Atlanta June 12th. The day before, I'll be in Nashville July 12th. July 11th, I'll be in Nashville. Amanda, thank you for the super chat. Amanda says, in my opinion, I think the vets are trying to come up with things to keep the shows going. And I feel like the newbies either are trying to gain acceptance or wants to be the new mean girl. Who knows? Here's the thing. I think a lot of people have opinions on what may have played out already on this season. And I was like, we haven't seen anything. So I don't know how people have such strong opinions about, what happened, at least in Real Housewives of Atlanta. I see people have strong opinions about the whole Lisa and Chanel Ion situation in Dubai. I was like, you guys even seen it play out. You haven't even seen it play out. Aqua Girl says, "I love these little lives." Yes, this is we've been doing this here on YouTube the last couple of weeks. I do this all the time though on TikTok and on Instagram, so be sure to follow me there, The Kempire, on both platforms. So we do that all the time over there, and we do watch parties on TikTok. Wiz says, Kenya better come back. I don't think Kenya's coming back. I think Kenya gave them the ammo that they needed to really just be done with her. And they can easily wash their hands of her and be like, you did this. You went against our policies and procedures. According to our policy and procedure. And I wonder if it's probably also in her contract. So that's not a good look. That's not a good look for her. And please understand, this is going to hurt her when it comes to other deals outside of the NBC Universal umbrella because now they're going to be like, you did what? You got fired for what? It's going to hurt her, and honestly, I don't want that for her. I want Kenya Moore Hair Care Spa to do well. I want her hairline to do well. I want her to be able to expand and do other things. I also want her not to be dependent on the Bravo money or platform. But I can't control what she decides to do with that. Lachelle says, you guys want Kenya back, but drag Phaedra for years. Stacy says, use pictures plastered all over her beautiful spot of the pornographic stuff. Shereé says they probably been wanting to get rid of Kenya. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. They were looking for a reason, and she gave it to him. She allegedly she gave it to him, and that's the difference between the Kenya stuff and the Phaedra stuff. We know Phaedra what Phaedra did. Phaedra admitted it on the show. However, the Kenya stuff right now, we don't know for fact, but we do know from the audio what we heard, and that enough was like, girl. Shout out to our King's Guards, guys. Don't forget to say hello to our moderators. I still want to know what Brittany did to warrant that. Oh gosh, DJ. I mean, the rumor was that Britt had threatened Kenya with a pow pow pow. However, Entertainment Tonight, other sources have said at no time was anyone threatened with that, or was there one on set. But based off of, I don't know. I wonder if they're going to edit her out or how they're going to edit this. Again, they were only filming for 3 weeks when this happened. We might not see what happened between Britt and Kenya, so we might never know. They could have used AI for the audio. I mean, in this age, you're not lying. You're not lying. There was a fake photo going around on social media too about Kenya's event and the picture she posted, which wasn't real. It's me. MK says if Kenya was smarter, she would have pitched a hair salon show with Tabitha. Ooh, the OG show was amazing, and Tabitha recently was on Watch What Happens Live. She could have had a second job with Bravo, but now, we've been trying to pitch another show for Kenya because I do think she's a good reality TV personality. Moja, thank you so much for the super chat. Moja says two women make RHOA, Kenya and Candy. She brought spice and could drag a bee. I won't be watching the show without her. I mean, a lot of people are saying that. It will be interesting to see what the ratings will look like next season because a lot of people said the same thing about Nene, but those ratings, although they didn't drop enough for them to cancel the show. They were still getting millions of viewers. These last couple of seasons, Atlanta was still doing very well. Angel says, I would love to see Kenya have her own show with her daughter. The group dynamic is exhausting to watch now. Danny says, hey, Danny. He said, I'm keeping open mind. This is not real. We're all dreaming. I mean, look, for those that are just joining us, we are talking about Kenya Moore possibly being fired. We also have to keep in mind that Bravo might never confirm that she was fired, and they will just sort of say, we've decided to depart ways. But it'd be hard in this particular situation to do something like that because clearly they put out an announcement that all these are your new peaches, your friend doves. These are the people coming back. So it'd be hard to be like, she wasn't fired. Why would Nene why would Nene Leakes come back to Housewives show? She's literally in the middle, allegedly, of mediation with the network. So any hopes of Nene coming back are not real. Kenya's daughter is beautiful. Oh Lord, I can't keep up with the comments right now. Danielle says suspended equals she. Oh Lord, suspended equals she could still be getting paid for her contract. Of course, I think right now they're trying to figure out what to do next because she does have a contract with them, and I'm sure they're looking for that loophole. Maybe they found that loophole. She probably will get some sort of payout for the season, but honestly, Bravo's probably trying to protect themselves. If they keep Kenya, then they risk her doing something else like this. I don't think she'll do anything else like this again, but they're dealing with a lot. That HR department in NBC Universal, I feel for them. Look, I feel for them. Paula says that Kenya will be put on the Dorinda pause. Maybe. Exactly. Ned says contract penalties will be enforced. Janda says Kenya is such a disappointment. Breon says caught a relaxed style live. Yes. I didn't even bring any water, so I won't be on here long. I won't be on here long. For those that are just joining us, we're talking about the possibility of Kenya Moore being fired from Bravo and what that will look like. When we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, not even a couple of weeks ago, like a week ago, we were talking about, do you think after this that Kenya will even come back for season 17? Now, it doesn't look like she's going to even be on season 16. Danielle says that she did steal Vivica's phone and send those text messages. Y'all remember that from Celebrity Apprentice? Y'all are a mess. King Jones, thank you for the super chat. All the Housewives shows are going downhill. I mean, it's been on for almost 20 years. Almost 20 years. It makes a lot of money for Bravo. That's why they haven't let it go. The attorneys are being enlisted to draw up the departure paperwork. Probably. Monet says Kempire didn't report it, but this isn't Bravo's first suspension. Two Real Housewives New Jersey housewives were suspended for getting physical. We didn't talk about it extensively, but you're talking about Danielle Cabral and Jennifer Aiden and what we're going to see play out next week on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. They reportedly were suspended because of what happened at that event. So suspensions happen and people can return after a suspension. But this particular situation is a little different. It's a little different. Because if we're talking about revenge porn, that's against the law. And one cast member feels like they've been harassed and bullied and someone has broken the law. It's a little different. It's a little different. They need to have an ultimate girl trip with all the fired housewives. Well, when you say fired, you mean fired but still has a good relationship with the network. Even though I would love a Nene ultimate girls trip. Hey Sonia. Chloe says there's a time and place for Real Housewives, but that time has come to an end. Wow, Bravo may be making money, but at what cost? You got a point, Claudia. I'm not saying that it's right. You have a very valid point. What's the probability of them canceling the season at this point? No possibility. They've already started filming. They're not trying to cancel over one person. Maria, what's going on? Love London. Pause is different than being terminated. Is it? Look, is it? I don't know. I think this is just new Bravo speak in regards to, at least when they say they're pausing a show. In cases we need new shows, enough of the Housewives fake drama shows. Bravo's going to have an unrated Real Housewives streaming only, so it can be wild. Oh, Lord. Joy says that the show will go on. It did after Nene, and Nene was a powerhouse. I wonder if they will allow Britt to talk about it on the show. Probably not. If they don't show anything about what's led up to this, and then they edit Kenya out of the season, they probably will not be permitted to talk about it at all. And again, remember, this happened 3 weeks in. That's not a lot of time. Hey, Miss Carolina, you're not that late, even though I'm about to get off of here and have dinner. We're doing casual lives here on TikTok. However, I have done casual lives on, not TikTok, on YouTube, but I've done casual lives on TikTok and on Instagram. So make sure you're following me there. I have a nighttime and a morning routine when it comes to my skincare routine. Thank you, Rain on Me. Any impressions on the new Real Housewives of Atlanta ladies? I really have not gone to like their social media or learned anything about them. I'm waiting really for the show. I'm seeing things on social media, and of course we had this recent incident, but I really have no impressions yet. I mean, they're definitely different than what we're used to on the show. And then I saw a clip of Sonia Richards Ross recently, and I was like, yeah, I think Sonia was definitely more of what they were going for in regards to just like excellence and like a person that's achieved a lot. But again, I don't know a lot about these other women. So maybe they are in that vein, but they're not notable folks that we know like that. Have you seen Candace's tweets? Yes, I briefly talked about Candace. Oh no, I don't think it made it into this video that I just did. But I did see Candace's tweets where she was talking about how they're always moving the goalposts. So she did. It seems like she was, in solidarity with Kenya Moore. Hiker Love says that Kenya should just apologize. I think it's just gone too far. I think as soon as that happened, the cast weren't even permitted to have a conversation with her. So I don't think it would be possible. Earth Mother says, how could they continue to film and never address the issue? Because it's only been 3 weeks. We don't know how much they filmed with Kenya. We don't know how much Kenya filmed with the other ladies. That's not a lot of time. They could easily just work around. They've done it before. There are things that we completely miss from seasons. You were like, oh, that was a thing. Hey, Storm. Storm says the newbie Kelly has been featured on Kelly and Mark for several cooking segments. I did see that recently about Kelly. Kelly's also going through a divorce. I did see that recently, so I'm a little familiar with Kelly. So she's like a cook, and I believe she was filming recently some sort of live event. I think of that William Sonoma in regards to for the show. When is it going to air? We don't know at this point. I think they were supposed to have like a cash trip when all this stuff went down, so it might be delayed again, y'all. It would be great if they broke the fourth wall and talked about Kenya's exit. It's just complicated. And Danielle, you know this as an HR professional. It's complicated to address something like this without, especially once they figure out her contract. When they figure out her contract, it's like everyone's supposed to be quiet and not talk about it, especially if she receives a payday. Moshe says, please do a live about the latest J-Lo and Ben. Did something else come out? Because I did see that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck recently sold their LA home. You know, there have been all kinds of rumors that they're divorcing, but they showed a united front recently at his kid's graduation. I don't see this relationship lasting. J-Lo's been getting it, you know, everywhere recently, so... Like Miss Carolina, I was just saying that to myself today. I've been saying this though, that I want to see Candace have something, us following Candace's journey as a mom. I feel like she would be hilarious as a mom, and that would be such a lighthearted, fun show to watch. But I saw her on TikTok, and they were pretty much like, yeah, that's not happening. I was like, damn, nope, not happening. Kenya would not agree to talking about a settlement. Neither side would be talking. I see a joint statement. How long does it take to film? Do you know? Usually it's like 3 months. And then even after the 3 months, they're filming confessionals for several weeks after. So 3 weeks in is not a long time. Candace, thank you so much for the super chat. Not the Candace, but the other Candace. Two things can be true. Do they move the goalpost? Yes. Did Kenya go too far? Allegedly, yes. I agree, Candace. I know a lot of people are saying like, well, what about this person and what they did? But does that make it right? What Kenya did? Yes. Back in the day, they should have handled that situation a lot better. The Tom Sandoval, they should have handled that situation a lot better. But this situation with Kenya doesn't mean that they shouldn't do something with the Kenya situation, right? Ever since Nene left the show, has went downhill. Yeah. Look, yeah. But a lot of people were saying that they were checking out of the show even when Nene was there, because Nene was checked out of the show. It's me, MK says, what do you think about the TGIF drama? I fully know what's going on in regards to TGIF drama. I wonder how much of that is pre-produced to bring attention to TGIF since Funky Duneva left. Because their show hasn't been the same. So I wonder if some of that is pre-produced to bring focus on what's going on there. I did see the roast. A roast is supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be like jarring. It's supposed to be like, you know, go there. It's supposed to be really, what's the word? It's supposed to be funny, yet at the same time border the line of inappropriate. But at the same time, I don't feel like it was funny at all. so that's the I think but that's the thing. Unless you're a comedian, I don't feel like you should be doing a roast ever. And I've seen other celebrities do roasts and things like that, and they're not comedians, and sometimes they flop. You know what I mean? So for me, it's sort of like if you're going to do a roast, you should be a comedian because there is an art form to it. So when people say, "Are you a comedian?" You know, someone said that to me. So I was like, "No, I'm not a comedian. What I do on the Kempire After Dark live show, it's commentary. I just happen to be randomly funny." Claudia's being exposed, who spills info to everyone like Tasha K. Lord. Oh, Claudia. What's going on over there at Fox, though? What is going on over there? That is not good. Look, that is not good. And I did see that Al called Funky during his live and was just like, I need you to watch. Um, Guys, don't forget, I will be live here in New York City this Friday. If you haven't gotten your tickets already, if you're in New York, be sure to check it out in the description for ticket details. I'll be in Boston the following week, June 27th. Who's coming to my show? Then I'll be in the Dirty South. I'll be in the Dirty South on July 11th, Nashville, Tennessee. And then I'll be in Atlanta on July 12th. Go get your tickets if you haven't already done that. You never win when you play dirty. Yes, Jeffrey. Yes, Jeffrey. And NM says Armand is not funny, and in my opinion, ruined the show. I stopped watching the roast. Ooh, hold on. The roast was cringe. I'm not a fan of Al, but that didn't feel right. I mean, apparently Al didn't like it either. Mr. D Boy says, yes, sadly, it's not looking good for Claudia, especially if she referred Al as a OF like Tasha claims. I did hear about that. Not looking good at all. I mean, Claudia has been accused of some other things of, being, on tape. So Al seems to be the problem behind the scenes. I mean, between her and Al, they seem to be the problem behind the scenes. Why can't people just go to work and do your job? Rashawn says, come to Austin. I don't know. I don't know if she said it on tape. Did Tasha play the tape? Because that'd be pretty damning if she did. Not in our Pride Month. Look. Not in our Pride Month. Claudia apparently doesn't like Al, according to Tasha Cat. But weren't they friends? Lord. I know a lot of people were expecting me to report on it, but I always tell you guys, I normally don't report on content creators, and that's what I consider them. Um, I just feel like that whole situation is not as relevant to the topics that we cover. That's almost like me reporting on other YouTubers because Foxhole's on YouTube. I'm like, unless someone of celebrity is attached, then that's how we got into the whole surviving all about the tea situation. People were attached in regards to like Real Housewives of Potomac and things like that. So that's how we even started reporting on stuff like that. So I have to pick and choose some of those things. No, she showed the text message, but the word letters were dotted. Oh. Look, Veronica said you should be on the panel. Some people said that. I was like, I'm glad I didn't do it. I'm glad I didn't do it. I like to be a part of the winning team. Lord. Literally the other day, because on YouTube they do that for you on your page. So the All About the Tea stuff started coming up on my page. I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot about our coverage of that. That was a time where we had panels, people calling up, we were talking. It was a mess. Thank you, TA. I mean, sometimes we report on certain things, but I just felt like there's too many more important stories to cover right now. Terry says, Kempire, you're too mature for TGIF. I have to say, I never really watched TGIF. I've seen clips. I've never watched an entire show. But yeah. Natia says that you're more popular than that show on your own. You shouldn't do it. I'm glad. I mean, I wasn't asked either, so I'm good. Look, I'm good. I'm good. I know some people that were asked though. And turned it down. Kempire, did you see the impromptu call in by Claudia to another YouTube content creator? No. When was this? Was she talking about this situation? I didn't eat dinner yet, AC. I'm about to get off of here and eat dinner in just a few minutes. I hope you guys are enjoying our impromptu, informal lives. We've been doing them quite a few here on YouTube. We do this all the time on TikTok and on Instagram, so be sure to follow me there. Thank you guys for saying I'm class here. Oh gosh, Kenya, I believe, needs a little reality check like they gave Nene. But I'm just really shocked based off what I heard right before this reboot situation was, playing out and they were casting. I'm just shocked that Kenya would risk it all at this point because she knows some stuff that I know. I'm just shocked that she would risk it at this point. I'm gonna have some curry goat for dinner. I'm trying to get away from eating meat. I don't love meat, to be honest with you, but my mom sent me some dinner, so I'm gonna eat that. Stacy says I'm almost done cooking. I just made spaghetti with Italian sausage, had Italian sausage, and I some salad, garlic bread, and made some good brownies. So I have ice cream and all that. Damn. Let's go over her house. I'm just saying. I like curry. But again, I'm not a big meat eater. But I'll eat it. Look, but I'll eat it. Anything I don't have to cook. I feel like Joe says, "Are we invited? Right? Can we go over your house? I want a brownie." I'm not a Kenya fan. Oh, hold on. I'm not a Kenya fan. Hey, Tina. But I hate this for her. I mean, I do too. I hate when anyone's losing a job, especially she has a young daughter. I'm eating Oreos. I love lentil curry. Making stewed chicken. You guys are making me hungry. I made curry chicken with white rice yesterday. So good. You guys are just... Indian food would be a good start for not eating meat. And I love Indian food. I love me some Indian food. I'm going to eventually transition into like vegetarian, vegan. Eventually. But you know what I love a lot? I love pizza. I know there's vegan pizza. I know. All right, last minute questions, guys. Anything in regards to Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore, or anything else. And we're going to get out of here so I can go have dinner. Dana says I need some crabs. You know what? Oh, yeah, chilling? Hey, Rasani. Thank you so much for the super chat. Rasani says, we want to know what you know. Spill the tea. I've already spilled enough, okay? I already told you guys what I've heard in regards to that they didn't really want Kenya to come back this season. Cassie said, is Kenya fired? That's the word on the street. But none of us are really surprised. As soon as Entertainment Tonight came out and said, Kenya has been suspended indefinitely and may not return, I was like, oh, they're just waiting. They're just figuring out contracts and things like that and their settlement, whatever. They're just waiting. So don't be surprised if we find out this week. But I will be talking about it. I will be talking about it at the Kempire After Dark live show here in New York City. Go get your tickets if you are in New York or will be in New York on Friday. And don't forget, Summer House Martha's Vineyard stars Jasmine and Noelle and Jasmine's husband will be dropping by to answer some questions and to give us an update on their thoughts and opinions. So if you're in New York or will be in New York, go get your tickets. And Boston, I will be there the following Thursday. So get your tickets for that live show. And then I'll be in July in the Dirty South. I'll be coming to Nashville on July 11th. July 12th, I'll be in Atlanta. And then in August, I'll be in Seattle. Go get your tickets. More information is available in the description. And don't forget, guys, we are doing our fundraiser for Pride Month. The Center, an amazing organization that has created a safe space for young LGBTQIA folks. We are raising money. 100% of your donation goes to the organization. For the replay crew watching this, don't forget to like the video, and the donation will be available somewhere around here. And I have tea to spill in regards to Summer House Martha's Vineyard too. So if you're going to be in New York, there's also a link available for the live stream for those that don't want to come out of your house. But if you're in New York, come out. Come out. It's going to be worth it. But if you're far, far, far away, there's an option for that. Oh, bring your sunscreen to Atlanta. Of course, I bring my sunscreen now. That's part of my skincare routine. Wendy, you can stream it. You can stream it. Thank you, Rasani. What do you think Kenya can do now? What happens to RHOA? Kenya, what I would suggest Kenya do is stay low key. Don't say any more. The live stream option costs. The link will be sent an hour before the show, and it's $21.75 plus, taxes and stuff like that. So not too bad. Not too bad. Not file for child support. Oof. I mean, that might be an option. Kenya's lucky her house is paid for. Kenya needs to get her in check and use the time to seek real therapy. No, this live stream that we're talking about for the New York City show, that's available via the website from the Green Room 42. The live stream that I will probably share for members at one point will be different. So if you really want to see that show, oh, not the Kincaid's in Nashville. Lord have mercy. You guys are making me scared to come to the dirty South. Thank you, Karen. Don't forget, guys, I'll be in New York City this Friday. This Friday, Kempire After Dark. I went to meet with my stylist today. I got looks today. I got looks. So I'll be bringing the looks, and I'll be bringing some guests. So go get your tickets today. Thank you, Teresa. Do you think this is Bravo's get back at Kenya for doing the sit down with Carlos? No, I think she gave them a reason. I don't think they were looking to get a get back at this particular point. But Allie, I want to come to Toronto. I've been talking about Toronto, so stay tuned. Even if I just come up to Toronto and do like an informal, impromptu meetup or something. But I definitely want to come to Toronto because it's such a quick flight from New York. Can't be bothered. I'm gonna spill the tea about Alex on Friday. In case I forget, can't be bothered. Who I met in Harlem. I remember. Can't be bothered. If I forget to mention it, which I doubt I will, please ask the question. Please ask the question because I'm gonna spill all the tea. Carlos is about to make a new podcast with Kenya. Oh my gosh. I hope she realized that is not her friend. I live in the dirty South and I'm afraid to go to the dirty South. Cece. Why should I be scared? I would love to come to Mississippi just for the good food. Thank you, my conspiracy. We're working it. We're almost at 500,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So there's a whole other world of people that do not know what we do over here. So we're trying to find them. We're trying to get them. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Kathy says New York City is dirty. You're right. And you know what? When I went to Japan, where the trains and everything, the streets are clean, I came back to New York. I was on the 2 train. I looked to my left and I said, is that dirt on the floor? Literally, this is like me having a culture shock returning home. I was like, is that dirt on the floor? Literally, it was dirt. It was like soil. Please come to Mississippi. I would love to come to Mississippi. Don't go to Mississippi in the summer. It's too hot in here. Well, I already understood that. Texas before Mississippi. I know. We have probably far more people watching in Texas than Mississippi. Come to Philly. I was in Philly. When did I go to Philly? I went to Philly in March. We did a live show in March. A lot of you missed it. Sorry. I'll be back at some point, I'm sure. Come to Vegas. I was in Vegas for BravoCon last year. Jeffrey Jordan, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate super sticker. I appreciate your support. The entire South is hit right now. I know. I'm gonna bring the cool breeze when I come down to Nashville on July 11th and then Atlanta on July 12th. More information on those tickets are available in the description. We need you to interview Kenya. Nope. Look, I want no parts. Oh no, we need Kempire After Dark in a show in Vegas. That would be fun. It's just, I would have try to figure out what venue. I don't know what venue. I would have to figure that out. Maybe for the next BravoCon. Do you think it will affect her spa? Without a doubt, it's going to affect Kenya's spa. She needed this show to promote that spa. She already talked about how it was struggling. So, am I planning to attend BravoCon 2025? Sure. Will I? I don't know. Oh, BravoCon 2025 is about to get pushed back. Also, Bravo is messy across many franchises, right? Yeah. I don't know if they're going to push it back, but who knows? We shall see. It sounded like she was having a hard time with her spa already before this. Yep. Yep. I would fly out to Vegas for that from Toronto, make it happen. All right, Allie. We'll see. Well, at least we have some time to work on it. Danielle says the spa wasn't a good move for Kenya. She needs to get more influencers to the salon. Lady Dimple says that her spa is always closed. She says it's only open, what, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Something like that? Is that normal for a spa? I don't know. Romo says, Kempire, when you coming to Texas? I have no idea. Probably not during the summer, guys. The summer is really, especially because everyone and their mama is doing a live show, a tour. So people are strapped financially. The venues are booked. So probably not until like later this year. She won't get influencers if she's suing bloggers. Well, that's a point. Thank you, my conspiracy. I am gonna go eat now. Last question. One last question, and then I'm getting out of here. Daniel says, no, that's not normal in regards to the hours. Bad Galley says, oh ooh, child, Sacred would never. Beyonce's hair care line. Has anyone tried the Fenty hair yet? Nita, have a good night. Kenya needs to put that for sale sign up now. Hashtag bail. Lord, you guys are so bad. Oh my gosh. Jessica, I literally have that open in regards to what B. Scott said. I wonder if I can play it here. Let me see if I can play it here. In regards to where's the video? I see the where's the video? I want to play it. Hold on. Let me see if I can play it for you guys to hear it. Oh yes, let me play it. Hold on. B. Scott is in Cannes, living their best life. These are commercials. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, Lord. Let me mute that. Come on. Let me just mute this so that we can play. Oh my gosh, what is this thing doing? What is this thing doing? So the title of the headline from page 6, the celeb blogger B. Scott gets real about Kenya Moore's, quote, lowbrow RHOA scandal, season 16 retooling. It's not good. Not good at all. What is going on with this? I'm going to need page 6 to make their website a little bit better. Because why can't I click on this thing? It just keeps clicking for the ad. All right, let me just play the ad. You're at Home Depot. I love it. I hate websites that are not user-friendly. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Jonda says that Kenya said the spa is open those hours since it's still new and she's building the clientele. I know, I saw that. Hold on, y'all.
You know, and then the quote unquote, you know, news photo scandal situation. All of that to me is just something that I don't want any part of, and it feels very like this is not Atlanta Housewives.
Yeah, what was your initial reaction when you first saw the headlines about what happened between Brittany and Kenya? And then also, what do you think of Kenya being suspended?
I think that, you know, for me, I just thought it was very lowbrow. And I thought it was something that felt like it was definitely something that Kenya didn't need to do. I don't know to what level, to what extent it was done, but it was at a level that Bravo decided to suspend her. And I think you had to also paint a context. Bravo is under, and NBC Universal is under, a number of ongoing lawsuits that some of which are sexual in nature.
So that was B. Scott talking about Kenya Moore's recent trouble with Bravo, referring to the situation as lowbrow for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Look, look, look. Marigold says keep that mess on Zeus, on the Zeus network, or the new, what is it, Tronics? What's that? Ray J's new network. Just saying. B is low key confirming. Just saying. Anyways, y'all, I hope you enjoyed our hour-long live, just recapping all the mess that's going on in regards to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Reportedly, Kenya Moore has been fired. We shall see. We shall see. I don't think Bravo will say or use the words fired, but parted ways, going in different directions after this scandal. If you're part of the replay crew, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to, if you're in New York City, if you're in Boston, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Nashville, go get your tickets today. Support my black business. Support my black business. We want to talk about black businesses. Support my black business. Go get you a ticket and support my black business. All right? Thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Thank you to our mods for holding us down. We appreciate them. We do this all the time now. We do it here on YouTube, but we also do it on TikTok and we do it on Instagram. So be sure to follow us on those platforms at TheKempire on TikTok, Instagram, and on Twitter. I did spaces last week. You never know. I might do spaces again this week. Okay? All right. I will see you guys later. Have a great night. I'm going to go eat some dinner. All right, replay crew, I'll see you in the comment section. Behave yourselves. All right. Bye, everyone. Good night. Thank you again to our King's Guards, Judy, Mama Ali, Foxy, Philly, John, Danielle. Thank you. And thank you to our channel members as well. We appreciate your monthly support. We do not take that lightly. And shout out to our subscribers. We appreciate you guys as well. All right. See you guys later. Bum, 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 mm-mm. Boom, 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 boom. Look. Bye, y'all.